Antoni!
Hi. We finally meet.
Clearly the restraining order you told me about didn't take effect. What is the biggest mistake you've made in the kitchen but have never told anyone?
I was a runner at a restaurant where you bring food to the table, and I was holding a platter of risotto, and I full sneezed a lug, and it may have stayed on the plate.
You brought it to the customer anyway?
I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure, but
No, you would know. You would completely know.
That was very professional, but that was like one moment where there was a chance that may have happened.
That wasn't nice in the rice.
No, not nice at all. That was very clever. I just got what you did.
Okay, so between the Fab Five, who are you going to marry, date, do, and ghost?
I think I would marry Jonathan. I would date Bobby. I would do Jonathan, because if I didn't say him, he would kill me, and that leaves ghosting for Karamo, but I don't want to ghost. I guess it has to be Karamo, yeah.
Okay, so when I played the game, it was it was marry Jonathan, ghost Bobby, date and do you.
You wouldn't want to marry me? I thought we had like a kinship.
I know, but then I can't do you.
Wow, well, you just told me a lot about your personal relationship that I didn't even ask about, but here we are.
Okay, what do you want to get out of Queer Eye? Because we're all watching, we're crying, but what's in it for you?
I want to make sure that our heroes feel like they were heard. And that I came up and basically helped them with something that they needed help with, not something that I came up with, not some kind of, because it's their life, you know what I mean? Yeah.
It's not about you, it's about them.
It's not, it really isn't. Like, we're sort of like players in it, but we're showing up for these people. We only talk about things for cooking. I think this works for the other verticals, for my castmates as well. But, like, I'll only talk about topics that they want to discuss. Like, it's about me helping them with what they need help with. It's not me coming up with something, pulling it out of a hat and deciding, like, you know what, I feel like making souffle this week. Like, that's not how it works, you know? With one person, it's a sandwich, and with the other people, it's like a 3-course meal. It really depends on the person.
Okay, so it recently came out that you've seen your co-stars' Winkies. How can you work with someone once you've seen them naked? And what's the trick to seeing a coworker naked?
First of all, let's address the fact that you called it a Winky. I don't think anyone's ever called that before.
Well, I want to be polite around you.
Look, we share a trailer. We share one trailer. We're not in our own little rooms. We change in front of each other all the time. And we're very close, and things are going to flop out sometimes when we're changing and we're in a rush. It's the nature of it. They're like my brothers. We've all been to camp. We've all been in gym locker rooms, or most of us have. It's a thing. They're human bodies. We don't make a big deal out of it.
I'm such a child.
Blushing.
Can we undress the elephant in the room? Like, are you not sensing the sexual tension between us?
Sexual tension between us?
Yeah, can we address that before we go on any further? Because, wow, it's strong.
It's extremely palpable. What are you going to tell your husband?
Oh, I told him that I almost left my wedding ring at home.
Next question.
Because your name must be Coca-Cola because you're so delicious.
Oh, God. Next question or comment.
Excuse me, do you work at Little Caesars? Because you're hot and I'm ready.
I love Little Caesars. I'll take that one.
If you were a potato, I would totally mash you.
Wow.
Are you a burger? Because I'd slap those buns.
Thank you for addressing the fact that I do have a butt. My castmates made fun of me for not having one. And I
totally do.
I've been really working on my glutes. So the fact that you just objectified them, I actually welcome that with open arms. So thank you very much.
I've noticed that because you post a lot of photos in your underwear.
Next.
Okay, you recently said, I don't wash my hair with shampoo. Do you wash it all?
I take a lot of showers, but I do not wash my hair with shampoo. This is 10 days.
Without any, really?
Yeah, you can touch it.
Does it smell?
You can smell. Let me know.
It smells a little bit like some sort of soapy, sweaty mess.
That's my moisturizer, but I put really hot water to get rid of like all the dirt gunk. But I'm due for a wash. You just reminded me. Thank you very much for the light shaming.
You're obsessed with bad smells for some reason. What is the best, worst smell you've smelled?
Moldy lettuce. There is something so vile about moldy lettuce. Because it's green, you don't feel as gross as like a chicken carcass or like a really bad fart in an elevator with somebody. The smell has a sharpness to it that is still citrusy, but that just carries on with the wafts of what mold would smell like, where it's very unpleasant and it just takes over your whole nose.
Why do watermelons have fancy weddings?
But go on.
Because they can't elope.
Are we always like this?
Yeah, do you love it?
You are one of the quirkiest people I've ever met in my entire life. I'm kind of fascinated by you. I want to learn about your parents. I want to speak to your school teachers growing up.
Why the hell did you unfollow me?
Maurie, we've been through this. I knew you were going to bring it up. I had a talk with my therapist, and I need healthy boundaries in my life, so I follow people who I'm close with. Now we've met in person, and we're starting to form a friendship. Don't push it. Do not give Instagram that much importance. You're nuts, and I love you. Thank you for having me.
How are we going to end this?
Are we this relationship?
Oh, this interview? No.
I think the next thing we have to do when I visit Toronto next time, we have to do an interview at a restaurant. No.
You know who's a great cook? My husband. Come over.
Fine, then. We're going to have a date where we're going to go to Barry's Boot Camp, and then we're going to go eat. We're going to go for a poutine taste testing, and then we're going to end up coming home, and by that time, you're going to have your cafe appliances, and your husband is going to use them to make us a delicious meal.